Liam shivered as they stood before the ominous silhouette of Blackwood Mansion. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and every creak of the old trees in the garden felt like a warning. Sophie adjusted her backpack nervously, her eyes darting to the darkened windows that seemed to watch them.
Are we really doing this?
Aiden asked, his voice wavering between excitement and fear.
It's just an old house,
Maya replied, though her grip on the flashlight suggested otherwise. The friends pushed open the grand doors, their hinges groaning in protest. Inside, the mansion was a cavern of shadows and silence. Dust motes danced in the beams of fading daylight filtering through cracked windows. Liam took a deep breath, the stale air filling his lungs.
I can't believe we're actually inside,
Sophie whispered, her voice swallowed by the vastness of the space.
let's stick together.
Maya suggested, her flashlight beam cutting through the darkness. They wandered deeper into the mansion, the floors creaking beneath their feet. The walls were lined with faded portraits whose eyes seemed to follow them, and the chandeliers occasionally flickered with life. Aiden paused to examine one particularly unsettling painting.
This place is alive,
He murmured, feeling the hair on his arms rise.
We're not alone.
Liam added, glancing over his shoulder at the shifting shadows. The group entered a vast library, its shelves towering and filled with ancient tomes. Papers littered the floor, and a cold draft whispered through the room, carrying with it a faint, haunting melody. Sophie picked up a dusty book, running her fingers over its cracked leather cover.
These books are centuries old.
She marveled, her voice echoing off the walls.
I don't like this.
Maya said, edging closer to the group as the temperature dropped. Suddenly, they stumbled upon a massive oak door, its iron lock imposing and immovable. Liam tried the handle, but it refused to budge. A sense of dread settled over them, the realization that they might be trapped sinking in.
We need to find another way out.
Aiden urged, panic creeping into his voice.
Or someone to let us out.
Maya added, eyeing the shadows that seemed to pulse with malevolent intent. As they turned to retrace their steps, the shadows around them began to move, twisting into grotesque forms. The whispers grew louder, filling the air with unintelligible yet terrifying words. Sophie clutched Liam's arm, her eyes wide with fear.
What's happening?
She cried, her voice barely audible above the cacophony.
We have to keep moving.
Liam shouted, trying to lead them through the chaos. Just as their hope began to wane, the first light of dawn pierced through the windows, dispelling the darkness. The shadows recoiled, their grip on the mansion loosening. The friends stumbled back to the entrance, the doors now ajar, inviting them to escape.
We're getting out of here.
Maya declared, her voice filled with relief.
Let's never come back.
Aiden agreed as they dashed into the safety of daylight, leaving the haunted echoes behind.